Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about a stock that is ready to go crazy tomorrow and why you should keep it on your watch list. We're also going to discuss the market situation along with some of you guys' stocks for those of you who dropped those in the comment section of this morning's video. All right, now before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, and also don't forget to click on the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. So let's get into it. Let's get right to it. So we have the SPY, and right now it's looking like the chop fest is still going on. This morning I told y'all to be careful, especially because we were like near the lows, like near this level. All right, and in this box, the market is not supposed to go below. All right, if it goes below, then we should be worried. But it just kept continuing sideways, and we're still chopping. We're still chopping in here. And the drawings that I drew last night on ES /ES are still there. And so far, I mean it's just playing out the way it's drawing. Tomorrow I think that it's going to open up at around the same price for 115, and then this line right here is going to be pushed this way. All right. There was a lot of like things conflicting with the overall market and with the stocks, like the large cap stocks. The reason why I was slightly worried in the morning, I was looking at Apple and QQQ. All right. Let's look at Apple really quickly. All right. Now I was looking at Apple, and Apple showed something that got me slightly worried that we're going to go lower. I saw this thing right there, and then what happened next changed my mind immediately. There was this right here, this bearish pennant, which broke down pre-market. All right, and then I made that video, and then as soon as the market opened, they decided to make a bear trap, trapping all short sellers right here. All right, this is not good. Like these individuals, every time there is a bear trap, these individuals contribute to like a massive push for the next few days that are coming. All right, so it's there. This bear trap is set, and as you can see, it's just been pushing higher and higher throughout the entire day with the overall market. I wouldn't be surprised if this trend continues, and that also includes QQQ as well. All right, the same phenomenon is happening over here, and also there is a different perspective. Well, maybe not a different perspective, but it's something that I'm seeing on here, right? This structure happened with AMD, but in a much smaller scale, and led to a massive push between $100 to 110 in like a day. And I'm seeing the same thing, but on a much bigger scale with QQQ, right? If we're open up here, I would expect a lot of buyers to come in. All right, if it opens right here, I would expect a lot of volume and more momentum and a push towards like 315 for QQQ, which is pretty much the Nasdaq, which is pretty much the SPY and everything else. All right, so that's my thoughts on the overall market. Now, the stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for a potentially crazy move tomorrow, that stock is XPEV. All right, and the reason why I want to share XPEV with y'all is for multiple reasons. Number one, where is that structure at? I gotta find all of them. The first structure on the charts is right here. I found it. The first structure on the chart is right here. You got this bullish triangle happening right here. It broke out last week. I think this was the second. The second was 5 days ago. All right. It broke out, went sideways. All right. And then today there was this ascending wedge on the 15-minute, which is right here, right there. All right, I broke out this afternoon. This is clean, and therefore it is good enough for me to share in this video. All right, watch this one for a move all the way up towards $28. Could it go higher than $28? Maybe, maybe. If we go on a daily, as you can see, it's trying to recover. It's been choppy for like the past 2 to 3 months. Very choppy. It's trying to recover. There is a gap right here at $37, which I don't know when exactly that's gonna get filled. Like it could take days, weeks, months to get filled. I don't know when it's going to get filled, but 90% of all gaps get filled at some point in time. All right. But for tomorrow, I do think that it has the potential to run to $28. All right. So definitely watch XPEV for tomorrow. Now, you guys asked some wonderful questions. So we're going to address that. Somebody asked about AT&T. T. All right. Now with this one right here, it's been for the most part, it's been outperforming the market in 2022. Right. So 2022 started here, and AT&T is up 10%. And right now, it looks like I think it's going to go higher. There was this thing that broke out, a break, retest, and then they run, right? And then now it's consolidating, and it looks like it wants to go higher. There is a morning star on here, which should put some fear into the hearts of the short sellers who may be camping out here, right? These short sellers don't like this. If it opens higher, they're gonna get taken out. So that's something to consider. Also, looking at it on the like on a bigger scale, there is this going on right here, right there. That gap at $23. It's gonna get filled. It's only a matter of when. So how long is it gonna take? Again, I have no clue. I don't know. Earnings is in like a month and a half. So maybe earnings might push it up there. Like if it just consolidates and drags its feet over here. Number one, the calls and the puts for people who may be holding calls for like 2 to 3 months out. Both sides are going to get crushed if it just chills at the same price all the way to earnings. All right. And somebody may argue that when things get closer to earnings, implied volatility obviously increases. Therefore, the options may be more valuable. Like I've seen that before. That's very common, especially with the contracts. So maybe both sides could be winning by like 30 or 40% when the IV kicks in. And then if there is no IV crush through earnings, right? If it actually decides to make a big move, it could jump to $23 and that gap can get taken care of. But as of like tomorrow, I think that these individuals are gonna get tested at 2150. All right, that's my honest thoughts on AT&T. The next one, I want to do a follow up on Target. All right, now with Target, I told y'all to watch this one for a potential short this morning because of the very, very bearish news. All right, and I did give y'all the game plan. The game plan was, hopefully this is on the right screen. Yes. All right. So I gave y'all the game plan for Target. The game plan was this. It looked like this in the morning. I told y'all to watch it for a move up to 152, and then followed by a all-day fader that looked like this as drawing. I was watching it, and I wanted to short it like at that exact time when it got in there, but unfortunately, it just kept going higher and higher. Really, let's look at that. It kept going higher and higher, and I had to wait all the way until it started rolling over, and then I started to go short. I went in short right here, like right at 155, because I wanted it to like go to follow the plan, maybe like more of an adjusted plan, like where it goes like this, and then it just slowly fades all day like that. You know, the all day fader that I wanted, but instead it chops and it forms a bullish pennant, and then I ended up getting rid of my puts when I saw this thing form, right? We don't short bullish pennants. I don't do that. I see a bullish pennant, I either go long, or that's the warning, like the initial warning that I see as somebody who goes short to get out. Like it's very dangerous to short bullish pennants. Usually when, for those of you who've been watching the videos, especially like the past, like the majority of the recaps that I do, very, very simple. They look like this, all right? It's very powerful to the long side. You don't want to get caught shorting a bullish pennant. unless there is other factors that may contribute to it being fake, right? But usually it's very dangerous to be bearish and bullish. But where is this thing going to go? Like if it's as clean as it looks, like it could easily run to like 160, maybe even 165, like easily. If it's as clean as it looks and everything is fine with the overall market and there's volume and there's money, and yeah, it could get up there. So that's what happened with Target. I was very patient with it. It started behaving at first, and then it just turned out to be completely different. And now my thoughts and opinions on it are very bullish. All right, so that's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at Paul Nguma at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there's some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.